Welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name is David, also known as Ghost Roamer, and I am in the process of building the Rebel Outpost. It's my take on a secure homestead out here in the middle of the mountains. And I'm doing so because a few years ago, the world went crazy and everything stopped being fun. Know how that feels? Then you understand why I'm here. But today's topic is going to be on success and what it means and what the real meaning of success is. And I want to start off by saying the fastest way to be successful is to set your own definition of success. That's right, I'm jumping right in. So if you want to listen to the first 30 seconds and then end this video, you certainly can, but I hope you stay with me for the whole video. So here's what I mean. If you set your terms of success, you, not your family, not your friends, not the world, not Instagram, if you can let the world mold you and let your mind grow so you can understand what real, true success is, you will be successful faster than you can ever imagine. And even better yet, you will be happy along the way. Eating rice and beans for dinner because you're broke or you're saving money, you'll enjoy it. Sleeping in your car, you'll enjoy it. Failed business, like some of my businesses before, you will enjoy the process. So the first way to be successful faster than ever is for you to determine what success actually means. So what am I talking about? Well, the world wants to give you one definition, right? You're successful if you have a $500,000 house, $800,000 house, if you're a member of this club, or if you've been invited to these parties, or you're in this circle. But you quickly, actually, that's the wrong word. You slowly begin to realize as life unfolds that those are not the things worth obtaining. So the definition of success that we come up with, what will it be? Well, it's going to be unique for everyone individually, but it's not going to be what the world gives you. It'll never be worldly success that makes you genuinely happy and successful. You can be known for other characteristics in life that will propel you much farther and make you much happier. But here's the trade-off. Most likely, you'll never receive the accolades, because you are not playing the same game as everyone else in society. Once you take this route, you may be an outcast. You may be a black sheep. You may even question yourself, let alone everybody else questioning you. Why are you enjoying more of your free time? Why are you not taking a better job, a managerial position, so you can spend time with your family? You're never going to climb the ladder or retire early or whatever they tell you. Now look, it's important to work hard at something. Every man and woman has a purpose. I believe that's a God-given purpose that you have, right? And that purpose is something that you wake up and feel you need to do. But if right now in your life you do not feel successful, if you feel like you are behind and you feel like you're struggling, well, welcome to my world. You and I, if nobody else on the planet, you and I are together. We are together in that. I feel like I'm struggling. I feel like I'm behind. Now, how do we counteract that? As I just mentioned, number one, you set your definition of success. If it's having more free time and you achieve that, but you make way less money, you're successful. If it's spending Thursdays at your daughter or son's soccer practices, and yet you work 100 hours a week, but you make it where you can be at all your kids' events, I've known people like that. That's success. You're successful. And if it is monetary, if it is acquiring certain things, then kudos to you. But this reminds me of a great quote. Someone once said, the wealthiest person is not who has everything that he wants. The person who actually wants very little or nothing is more successful, because he doesn't have to spend the energy, the time, and everything to go get it. That is a powerful quote. And if you internalize that, if you can understand that even if you go out and achieve everything, the amount of energy and time and sacrifice, and it's not just working hard that's the sacrifice that we often think of. Sacrifice for your family, work, get up, sacrifice for your community. No. Your health. Think of construction workers, men in the trades, and they'll be 42 years old, 45 years old, and they tell you how beat up their body is. Or doctors, they're helping people every day. They're every day. But if they are in it for the money, they're going to burn out. They look sickly. They're overwhelmed. But if they're in it to help people, then they're doing pretty good. And they can find that right balance. Determine what success means to you. How do you do that? Well, when you get old and you get to the end of your life, it is my belief you're going to look back and only a few things will matter. The time you spent with loved ones, which is your relationships with family, friends, community. And look, it may not be friends. You don't have to have every one of these. Let's just be honest. But if you have those things in a balance that makes you feel good, great. But if you don't have 7 friends, guess what? I don't have 7 friends. It's okay. Most of the work I do, most of the things I do, like David Goggins says, I did alone. Now, I'm very thankful for the people who have helped me along the way. In the past and now, there have been plenty. I even spoke to a friend of mine in Montana yesterday who helped me along during my travels in a very nice way. Shout out to my friend in Missoula, Montana. With that being said, you don't have to have any given thing to be successful or feel like you're lacking. So set your own definition of success, even if it's not monetary based. That comes from the world. Yes, you need enough money to live. Yes, you should find a passion or a job or career. Don't get it twisted. Don't think you have to have something that you absolutely love to do every day. Work is work, but you learn to love the work. Hey, leave that in the comment right there. Replay that and put it in the comment, somebody. Work is work. You just have to learn to love your work, no matter what it is. If I'm flipping pizzas dough at Domino's, or I'm changing Jeep tires, or I'm building a business, or I'm driving a school bus, or I'm a farmer, or I'm working with bees, it's still hard. It's still hot. You still have to show up. It's a grind for everybody. Some grinds pay more, and some grinds don't pay as much. But the fulfillment you get and the joy, there's success. Anthony Robbins, or Tony Robbins, I think as he goes by, the motivational speaker, defines success this way. Success is being able to do what I want, when I want, as much as I want, with who I want, and where I want to do it. That's his definition of success. Now, there's a lot of families I've met out in the world on mission trips, and they had very little, and they were some of the happiest people I'd ever met. When I say had very little, I mean I saw an older woman sweeping her dirt in front of her door, living on the edge of a landfill. That's right. She was sweeping her dirt, friends. Let that sink in. She was so proud in her Guatemalan outfit, in her grandkids, and she was sweeping the dirt so there wouldn't be bits of rock and debris. Man, that takes me back, seeing that lady down there sweeping that and realizing that she was taking pride in her dirt. So if you're in your apartment right now and you're watching this on an iPhone and you're kicked back and you're relaxing and you're tired from your job or your work day, consider changing your mindset tonight, deciding where you want to get to, or today, whenever you're watching this video. Consider formulating in your mind where you want to get to. Do you want to be a CEO? Do you want to be a homesteader? Do you want to be a beekeeper? Do you want to be a doctor? What do you want to be? Do you want to be a AI software programmer? Okay. The journey to get there is the real story. And if you're willing to work and you're willing to put in the work, you will get there. But make sure it's what you want, because the things you sacrifice along the way, your health, your time away from your boyfriend or girlfriend, wife, kids, your other activities, you have to sacrifice somewhere. Even Elon Musk talking about how much he worked. We all admire his work ethic, but he said no human should work this much. It hurts my brain. And hey, let's just be honest, most of us can't. But for you guys and girls out there who feel like you're behind in life because you're not successful, let me tell you, the definition of success is changing, right? It's changing. You see it in the world. Today I had 10 eggs, 10 farm fresh organic eggs. When I opened the little box and my chickens had laid eggs, there was 10. That's the most I've ever had. And I thought to myself, I am now producing a protein source. And I came down and I ate 4 eggs for breakfast with a little bit of meat and 2 packets of grits. And I thought, wow, I'm moving towards sustaining myself with my land, which is my ultimate goal. And then to be able to share my crop, be it honey, vegetables, and other thing, and take it to my neighbors or sell some of it, I'm formulating a new definition of success. But make no mistake about it, the past year and a half has been hard. And those are the times that I'm going to remember one day. One day when I have a cabin built, one day when the honey company is doing 1,000 pounds or 2,000 pounds, God willing. When I'm turning out that kind of honey, I'm going to laugh about how I processed honey in the early days or how I was struggling with this or that. Looking back, that's going to be the stories that inspires others. Out here at the homestead, it is hard, but it's allowing me to redefine success for myself and share that with others. Now you watch this video, and if you're still here, I want to say thank you. But if you're watching this video and you feel like you're behind, even if you really are behind, which the odds are you're not, you can pick up speed by thinking through where you want to go, changing your habits, working hard, and just getting 1% better each week. Just 1% better. Wake up earlier, write your goals down, cut off the unnecessary things like watching Netflix or doom scrolling. If you really want to get serious, get off social media. It's one of the best things I've ever done was getting off social media. I encourage you to do that. Redefine your success so you can feel good. It's hard to see what I'm saying, but the matrix is tricking you into thinking you have to buy the average price home in America. You do not. Success could be living in an Airstream. I'm doing it. Success could be living in your van while you hustle to save $20,000 or pay off debt. That's successful. Don't be fooled. You don't need people to tell you that you're not good enough and that's not the right route. If you can do those things, imagine what you can do when you're a manager or you start your own company or you're a CEO. So you're down, you're out, you're not successful. Good. You've got nowhere to go but up. You've got nowhere to go but up. You are in a great position. Remember, a rocket takes off from the ground. An arrow in a bow and arrow has to be pulled back before it can be propelled. So if you feel like life is pulling you back or pulling you down, probably is. Just decide you're not going to stay there. So my friends, let's redefine success. I've been going barefooted, okay? You see that foot? I've been walking around barefooted, trying to ground outside, trying to get myself more in tune with nature. I have been going out and picking things out of the garden and trying to incorporate it into every meal. Now I'm eliminating my time at retail stores, including necessary stores like the grocery store and Walmart. The world we've built, I believe, is upside down. There's a lot of great things. There's a lot of conveniences, but who says that convenience is success? You think about the food you eat, that we eat, that's been grown by Monsanto and it's had chemicals on it and everything. Is that success? You know, you run to the grocery store after work. That's what you pick up. Was that success? We all do it. We thought the grocery store was providing us with great food. Even if it says organic, it necessarily not is organic. That's not success, friends. I don't know what success is for you, but I know what success is not. Did I say that right? I know what success is not. Success is not sitting in traffic for 2 hours and being miserable commuting to a job. Success is not being loaded down with debt because you think you have to have that college degree. Don't do it. Go to a trade school. If you want to go to college later, do it. Teach yourself online. If you can teach yourself for 2 and 3 hours a night for a couple of years, you'll be a master in any subject. My editing of videos isn't great, but I taught myself. Other things, other habits, other things I've learned, I've taught myself, and you can too. Success can look different. Let me give you one key pointer if you're still here at this point in the video. Stop worrying what everybody else thinks about you. Stop worrying. Don't worry if a girl doesn't think it's cool because you live in an apartment. Trust me, if a girl likes you, she'll come to your apartment. As one girl said to me, David, all you've got is that dog in that trailer. Boy, was she right, and man, am I happy. So look, redefine success. Stop worrying about what everybody else says. Work hard, pick yourself up, and say, no matter how bad it is right now, I'm not going to quit. And you will find through action through committed, consistent action, just like the Rebel Outpost. I remember when there was no power. I remember when there was no water. I remember when there was just a gravel pad and I was surviving off a generator and I was surviving off of solar panels on top of there, and I had my Jeep. Now I have 4 vehicles out here. I know lots of people in the community. I have water. I have a solar backup well. I have a wood shed. I've got tools. And if you watch my previous video, you know what I just built. So listen, I want you to be successful. Thank you for watching this video. I'm wishing you all the luck in the world. If you have a question, leave me a comment. You are going to be successful. The fact that you watched this video to this point tells me you want it. Now make a strategy. That's what you need. Build systems that will help you, and get out there and do not quit. Get successful fast based on your terms. I'll see you in the next one.